If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. Hello, Lost on the Road subscribers and followers. As a lot of you know, our camper burned down about a month and a half ago, and we built a truck camper on the back of the truck. It's a cab over. Harry, one of our subscribers, he said, you know, I spent a lot of time talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and that there's two negatives for every positive, the bad and the ugly, for the good. But he suggested that maybe we turned a negative into a positive. And I suppose we did. Heads up, that's another subscriber. He says, losers quit when they fail, and winners fail until they succeed. And he actually got a lot of responses underneath his comment for saying that. And I wanted to continue this thought process because I suggested a while back that if you want something bad enough, that you're going to learn how to do it. Somebody suggested to me that the only reason I was able to do this is because I was handy. I said, no, I don't think that has anything to do with it. I wasn't born handy. And they said, well, no, a lot of people are. They just have a talent for it, and that's why they can do things that other people can't. And I totally disagree. My daughter, as a lot of you know, I adopted. And she is very artistic, musical. She actually is she's written a novel. She's written several books that are published. So she's very talented in the arts craft. She can play the piano very well, loves playing the piano. So and she's a good drawer. She can draw real well. So she's very talented in those areas. Me, on the other hand, I agree with a lot of folks. I am very mechanical. I have a mechanical mind. I like going out in the garage, working on things. That being said, I have tried to learn the guitar, and I know how to play the guitar. Not well. I don't want to say I'm any good at it or anything, but I have tried to learn. And I do understand how it works. Now, the only reason I don't continue to do it is because I don't like to do it. I'm not a fan of it. Now, my daughter, on the other hand, she has come out to the garage and worked with me. I remember when she was very young, her and I were working, and we were replacing the windows on the house. She got right in there, and she was really helping me, and she could anticipate the tools I needed, and she knew what to do, and so she learned how to do something that she didn't like to do, but she wanted to be with Dad, and she wanted to help him out. And the reason this is important is because if you come out here, if you say, okay, my dream is to be a nomad, to live in a pop-up camper, to live in a cab-over homemade truck camper or an RV or whatever, and you want to be the real nomad out here in the wilderness, you're going to have to learn how to do some things. If that's your dream, then your dream is so passionate that if something goes wrong, you're willing to fix it. If you're wanting to come out here to be like my daughter, let's just use my daughter as an example, that she wants to come out, live the nomadic lifestyle, and to draw scenery. Well, yeah, now she's out here drawing scenery and everything's going great, and then all of a sudden something breaks. So her dream is now going to end because she doesn't like to fix things. Is that how it's going to work? Well, I'm not any good at that, so I'm not going to do it, so my dream ends. Well, then it's not really your dream. If you're not willing to really put the effort into making your dream succeed every time something goes wrong. Back to what Heads Up said. Losers quit when they fail, and winners fail until they succeed. And I'm telling you, Carolyn and I have failed lots. We've had to change our plans. We've run into issues. Things break. We had to fix them. Camper burns down. We had to fix it. I was not going to let the dream end simply because something bad happened. So you may ask, how can I learn how to do things? Where can I go to figure out how to fix something? Well, you're on YouTube now. YouTube has everything you want to know about everything. If you want to learn how to take something apart and put it back together, I have seen videos on how to tear engines apart. I actually used a YouTube video to help me rebuild a lawnmower engine. It's out there. It's all out there. Somebody asked, where did I get my design for the camper? Well, I didn't. I built it myself. I drew it out. My dad and I, Carolyn, drew it out. We talked about it for a while. But if you want to build something like this, there are designs not only on YouTube, but on Google. Detailed instructions, materials to buy, the whole thing. Now, they didn't look a lot like mine. They spent a lot of money, and it was a lot fancier, but you could do anything you wanted. And it's all out there. So if you want to have this dream, you cannot start the dream by saying, I can't do this. Well, if you can't do it, then you can't do it. You can't do the dream, because you're going to run into problems. This fantasy that a lot of these YouTube RVers promote, that everything's perfect, nothing ever goes bad. And I keep visiting this one live feed from a larger YouTuber, and people ask him, what do you do in this situation? Well, you know, I just go out and do it. They don't explain how to do it. And that's what I'm trying to encourage you to do. Learn some of these things. Learn how electric works. I've made a video on how we power our refrigerator. Learn how to do that. And do it yourself. Don't buy something. Put it together yourself. Buy the battery. Buy the inverter. Buy the charger, whatever you want to charge it with. Solar panels, a generator, a battery charger. Learn how to do it, and then you know how the equipment works in your camper. When something goes wrong, you can fix it. So I think that's what you need to do, is build it first, and then you know how to fix it. That's what the pop-up, we built the electrical system in the pop-up the same way we built the electrical system in this. I knew how it worked. It worked great the whole time we were in the pop-ups. Learn how to do it. And then you can come out here and conquer any problem so you can live your dream. So, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like video.